coming off the bench with 11 points.
Look, and Jonquel Jones had to sit a lot in that second quarter because she picked up that third foul. She's back on the floor now for New York.
And on the take, Broshan able to make the bucket to start off this third quarter.
Assistant coach Megan Vogel, who also has a scout for this team. I asked her what the difference was between the first and second quarter. She said, we settled in. We were more aggressive. And she said, we set more screens. There were no screens in the first quarter. Going back to their defense, she said, we also created offense off of our defense. They had 6 fast break points in the second quarter alone.
All right, thanks so much, Angel. But right now, starting the second half of this game, going straight to the hoop.
But watch how clean the paint is. They're leaving opportunities, lanes in the middle of the floor, the 5-out offense.
And worth noting, Breanna Stewart just 1 of 3 in that first half. 4 for 6 points coming from the free throw line. They'll want to get her going to complement what Sabrina Ionescu has already started off.
And New York was very successful cutting across in front of the defense in that cuts across your face. Make everybody cut behind.
Bonner thought about it, taking time. Tries to get it inside to AT, able to do so. Broshan in the corner, knocks down the 3. First lead of the game for the Mercury. SDA finds Ionescu. Over to Jonquel Jones. Working with 7 on the shot clock. Rebecca Allen. Stewie puts up the long 2, foot on the line. And Breanna Stewart with the bucket.
But those are the shots that Phoenix has got to make New York have to take.
Makani being hounded by SDA. Picks up the dribble. Copper going to work, spins. SDA thought about it. Probes. Finds an open space. Can't hit. Ionescu with the basketball and find the Stewart. Meanwhile, Akoa Makani is down on the sideline near the inline in front of the bench, or rather in front of the fans. They're pointing to her right now. She is hands over her face right now, laid out flat. Akoa Makani going to the locker room after that friendly fire from her teammate, Kalia Copper, back in action.
They had to go out of the game because of foul trouble. That meant the ball was put into the hands of Alyssa Thomas, and they went with a big lineup, and that's when Phoenix was able to make their run.
You heard the studio crew talking about the way Alyssa Thomas can impact the game, and here she is bringing the ball up the floor. Noemi Broshan finds AT, and AT gets it in.
Look, when you're guarding Phoenix, it's kind of like, where's Waldo? Where is Alyssa Thomas? Because when you drive and help off of her, she's going to make herself available.
She's coming off a season-high 25 points in that win Wednesday against Golden State. Stewart turn around. No, Jones got position underneath.
Loose ball foul, charge number 24.
Broshan with
Ionescu off the screen, tried to find JJ rolling to the basket. And another whistle here. Kalia Copper picks up the personal foul. That's her 3rd. Also,
that was the 12th foul called on Phoenix. Oh, she traveled.
JJ with a travel violation. And the Mercury get it back. And since that all-star from Jonquel Jones, she's had a slow start in these last couple of games. Meanwhile, who keeps on heating up but Tawana Bonner? Corner pocket 3, she leads the way with 15 on all scores.
That could be a momentum swing for Phoenix. When Bonner hits one of those big shots, she gets turned up.
Talking about how it is a catalyst, the defense from AT, and converts into...
Now, Phoenix is bigger defensively without Akoa Makani on the floor. Ayayi now on the floor for the Mercury.
Converging in on Ionescu with time winding down on the shot clock, and a violation goes against New York. And again,
See, this is a matchup, and now how can they get mismatches? Set a screen for AT to come off ball screens.
dangerous pass. Instead, a little two-player game. Bonner going to work, feeling it, rolls off. But we'll go to the charity stripe. And we've talked just about the career. Just a reminder, WNBA League Pass gives you a Bonner now with, as Phoenix has rolled off 9 straight points.
This second half is going to be about
or fewer. And so in tight ball games, they have certainly had their fair share of experience with that lately. With 5 to go, Stewie puts it up, rolls off, Shu almost had it, instead into the hands of Copper. She looks out ahead, but finds AT running side by side to flip over. Defined in the corner, Copper drills it. Wet from the corner. Phoenix finding their stride coming out of the locker room.
The season, they beat the Aces, and then it just kind of slid downhill before the All-Star break. They have been able to stay together and confident, not hanging their heads, but to continue to compete. They're just one game out of that ace spot of playoff position.
They say a push in the back going against Ayayi, so no block. The fans react to that.
And you remember, and he said, you know, you want to do it to maybe save a foul against Stewie or save a bucket, but you got to be.
Swing over. Thomas pushes it short. Botukes back up the court. Got a hand on it. Tipped out 17 to work with on the shot clock
This season.
Shoes knocked down. A couple of triples already in this one. Botukes had it stripped away. More handsy defense by the Mercury. It's it back out to Bonner.
The discipline, not just to take a 3 because it's there. You want to get a high percentage shot.
Is that the matchup you want with AT posting up inside against Rebecca Gardner?
Absolutely. When she gets a mixed match, a guard trying to an and one.
Sheen had one back on July 22nd. The first of the season against.
No, it doesn't matter the record of a Phoenix Mercury. This is always because of the X factor. These fans, they get loud and get into it.
Well, you heard Cheryl Miller at the half mention just how great this crowd has been throughout the years. The mighty Mercury continuing to try to surge here in the big third quarter. Rushan sizing up, finding Ayayi, and just out of her reach. 7 rebounds so far in this one. Over to Stewie, and the contest there from Bonner as the ball rolls around. Kicked out. Botukes for 3. And 1. In our last game, Copper off the mark. And New York, who led by as many as 13, finds themselves trailing now by 8 after that make from Jaquel Jones.
Yeah, and with JJ of their big post in, New York's got to try to dominate the paint because they're going to have to hold on to this league at home. They're going to have to bring it in that fourth quarter.
Han Shu, right place, right time, and able to knock down her 3rd 3 of the game. Han Shu, or correction, 2nd 3 of the game, but Shu with 14 points in this one. Jones, Ionescu working on Ayayi, the step through and the left-hand finish from Sabrina Ionescu.
And New York bringing us out, leaving the driving lane.
Again, Monica Koulimakani on the floor. She went out earlier in this. Kind of cutting. Duana Bonner just rolls off the rim. And
Sabrina Ionescu, who is a closer.
Yeah. And immediately drawing contact on Koulimakani. Ionescu, who was hot in that first hand, fire in action, followed by the... Whitcomb, too strong, turns it over. The deep three from Sab, she got it. New York regains the lead as they close out the third quarter on a 12-1 run. Is it for you all to close out this big stretch of games?
Yeah, we actually go on the road for like 12 days, so this is a huge game for us at home. New York has beaten us twice, so this will be a big win for us. We also trying to make a playoff push. Whether we get in or not, we still want to finish this season out playing Mercury basketball.
Duana, you guys won the second and third quarter. What is it going to take to finish out, close out this game in the fourth?
A little bit of that, whatever Kyle just did. I didn't even stop on this end. We know Sabrina she goes in a different mode in fourth quarter, her and Stewie, so we just got to find those two.
All right, thanks so much. Appreciate the time, DB.
Thank you.
Ionescu had 7 points, the last 7 points to close out that third quarter, but a 1-point lead for the Mercury. There's Ionescu just trying to wiggle her way to the hoop, gets a hand on it. Shu with that long stretched arms coming up with it. Second chance opportunity on the O board.
Yeah, to win a game in the fourth quarter, you got to bring that second effort. Yeah, but I like the idea. If you're going to throw it out of bounds, throw it.
Jones, who was hampered in the first half by foul trouble, finds a cutting Rebecca Allen. Mercury almost got it, but instead Allen recovers it and puts it in, allowing New York to grab the lead back.
Here's the combination. You got to have 18 looking for Kopp.
Mack has it. The screen. Whitcomb comes to get it. Puts it up. No. For the Liberty, Jones, Ionescu, Shu, Astier, and Allen on the floor. Jones knocks down. Let's see.
150.
I'm just going to wonderful handless CP, who has been covering the league since its inception. I'm going to just roll off with you and ditto what you say is Copper with the bucket.
Well, you got to believe like a Lisa Leslie, a Candace Parker. Has Stewie gotten to 150?
I'll tell you this.
Sabrina's on her way.
Yeah. Well, she's knocked down so many threes throughout her career in New York, continuing to add to that total, most in Liberty history. Oh, the nice find from Whitcomb to Mack. That was just good offense there from,
9 points in under a minute.
Strong move to the hoop for Jonquel Jones.
Yeah, you got to play to your strengths.
AT, kick out. Ayayi finds Copper. On the perimeter, pulls up. The 19-footer drills it. 21. Ionescu with 24 to lead their teams.
Switched up the assignment. Copper now on Sabrina. Oh, great catch by Stewie.
And New York has scored on 5. Things picking up. The intensity defensively, certainly for New York. Too tall for Copper. Again, throwing out some great names. Inside, the find from Ionescu to Jones. Inside.
But in the paint, right?
And that goes back to the point you made earlier when you asked that question of Chris DeMarco. Where do you want to find Jonquel Jones on the floor? Do you want her inside? Do you want her outside? And she has been effective in the paint today.
But I like to, you know, and being a post player myself, I like when a coach doesn't say, look, it's got to be 70% inside. There are some games where she's got to shoot the three. Today's game right now against Phoenix with a height advantage, her work needs to be done inside.
Got to get to work quickly. AT on Stewie, and AT gets that. Meanwhile, Brianna Stewart back on May 27th. Their first meeting had 11 points, 9 just a couple of days later. So far this afternoon, she's got 12, below her season average.
This is muscle on muscle right here.
Yeah. And not aware of the...
I feel for the Phoenix Mercury.
Thomas, you know she loves to find teammates like DeWanna Bonner, and Bonner, who had that one rejected. Awkward fall as Stewie and DB go to the floor. Bonner slow to... Again, deep into the shot clock once more. Good defense from the Mercury. Saved by Ionescu. Shu puts it up with one left. Gets it to go!
And gave a yell afterwards.
Han Shu, 17 points off the bench. 3 made triples. That one with time winding down the shot clock. The answer back the other way. Leah Copper.
Clock management is going to be important for New York.
Moves on the perimeter. SDA going right to the rack. Where she is deceptively quick getting to the hoop.
Savvy in finding seams to the basket.
Ayayi posting up on Ionescu. The find with Bonner coming to the hoop. And DeWanna Bonner, 7 of 14 from the floor, 20 points. Astier going immediately back to the... Bonner, a little stutter step, start and go. Next gear, she gets it.
And Bonner.
The turnover. Coming up with it, Phoenix. The flip over to Brochan. Poked away from behind, and a plus in this one. New York with a 3-point advantage, but trying to close it was Bonner, no good. And Ayayi couldn't hold on to it and retain it. And it's going to be Liberty basketball.
Now you look with this 2:20 left to give. Phoenix only 1. Now New York only has 1 timeout. Phoenix has 2.
Ionescu.
I'm telling you.
Once again, the way that Dallas and Chicago games, and they're connecting from 3. DB finding a cutting Thomas, and Thomas with the lay-in. 4-point ball game, 2-possession ball game. Ionescu with the runner. No, Jonquel Jones, offensive rebound and put back.
All Jonquel Jones shots.
Clearing Sabrina Ionescu out the way. It's Ionescu who is called for the foul. See the stat line for Alyssa Thomas. Picked her up. It's finding Allen. Drills the 3 from deep. A huge 3 from Beck Allen. And Phoenix, the stop needed now. Got to look to apply that pressure. You mentioned foul to give still for Phoenix. A lot of time winding off the clock. SDA has it ripped away, but a shot clock violation in the meantime. And Mercury standing. 3-game winning streak on
The spray.
3-game winning streak on the line as Copper goes right to the bucket and is fouled by Jones. So that stops the clock. 2 free throws on the way for Kalia Copper. Copper 6 of 8 from the free throw line. He had the gut one back. And they trailed by as many as that in this one. Getting the ball back defensively.
They're going to call the foul on New York. The most important thing for New York is they've got to get the ball inbounded.
And Ionescu trying to create a little separation. There's Copper with a great defense, quick hands. Bonner looking up the 3, the hesitation, gets it to go! Bonner knocks down a huge triple. 1 possession ball game. Huge, huge hoop from DB. 24.1 seconds. They get it in to Stewie. Ionescu looking. Finds Fotuks. They are playing keep away right now. As both the shot clock and the game clock mirrored each other. And that was the foul to give for Phoenix, going immediately fouling Breanna Stewart. Already with a couple trips to the line, she'll go back here.
That's her 4th versus 5th.
Took time, 6 of the last 7, decided by 5 points or less for New York.
And not go back to DB.
Jones on her, Okoa Makani, a lot of time taken off the clock, gotta move. To find inside to AT, gets to go. They get it back to Fotuks, or Astier rather, and that's going to do it. Edging one out here on the road is New York, a 94-92 win here in Phoenix. A hard-fought game all the way down to the end. And the Liberty with their 4th win in the last 5 games after slight struggle. And Han Shu, how important was she off the bench? 17 points coming up with clutch buckets when needed.
Han Shu was huge, but I think it was Jonquel Jones. Her 8 points.